Let me tell you about guns
God
and
damn it.
murder.
I knew that was gonna happen.
So yeah, put that money in my bank account. The account number is. Oh wait, I should probably not repeat that.
Oh yeah. Jeanie, we were bullshitting around on Blue Sky the other day, and I just gotta say how much I loved your. I met this guy at a crossroads. Seems pretty legit. I think I'll take his deal. That was cool.
Alright. Cave Story. Technically playing the Nintendo Switch Cave Story Plus version, just because it's the most immediately accessible and likely to continue working.
The original is still online and still has a very good translation patch, and is still what I would say probably the version I like the most. That said, the Switch does have a few very nice little touches. It has rooms that are supposed to be very dark are actually very dark, and shooting the guns will make a nice little lighting effect. It's all tiny little. Oh, I guess they could do that because they're not programming for a literal TurboGrafx.
And also, very important is the one random gameplay upgrade they gave you is that at one point when you're collecting dogs, you can actually collect multiple dogs at one time.
You can make you can make the beautiful dog pile, the dog stack.
You can make the dog stack.
But if as a lover of deeply cursed artifacts and a lover of Cave Story, which is an absolutely excellent video game, I think one of my favorite things in the world, just absolutely just evil and monstrous, is the Cave Story 3DS fully 3D remake.
I mean, I cannot disagree. It is such a horrible bastard of the earth type of thing that...
Oh, it is an absolute atrocity of a creation. And I love it.
I mean,
it speaks to me.
I wrote an entire article about this on the site, but Cave Story is horrifying to me due to what happened with the rights and everything that's involved.
Oh yeah, Pixel got screwed over, and it is just awful.
Pixel basically reinvented a genre and got fucked for it.
Pixel not only reinvented the genre, he did it in his living room in his spare time.
Yeah.
In between vacuum cleaning and helping his wife make dinner, all that stuff.
And this is a game that even if it never became popular, I would play and be like, oh, this is really a lot of fun. This is not a matter of Cave Story is important to the genre, so I'm playing it or whatever. No, this is just a damn good game.
I will go past that. Cave Story is a fucking incredible game, but I will go even further in my assessment and say that Cave Story is genuinely important to the history of video games because it was one of the early indie games that everybody checked out and played, and that's absolutely influenced a lot of smaller devs to go, well, wait, maybe I should make that thing that I've been kicking around in my head for the last 10 years.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah, because I am saying that I don't know that Hotline Miami wouldn't exist if Cave Story didn't exist, but I'm not sure. I can't say for certain that it would.
Cave Story, won't you?
Cave Story. It's good as fuck. Pixel seems to be a very polite person and would probably not appreciate me referring to it in such vulgar language. But I also am not certain they speak English, so...
So it depends on your definition of vulgar.
Anyway, I noticed that you're got a little Rudolph nose in the Santa hat.
Yes. It is holiday mode, which is apparently a toggle on this when it's seasonally appropriate.
Oh, I gotta share some stupid Discord, not drama, more just fun thing that happened. But I will not name any names. But two members, one who is on the younger side and one who is my age, were talking about acclaimed fan game Sonic Robo Blast 2. And the younger one and the older member said something akin to, I've been following that game for about as long as I can. And the younger one said, I think I've got you beat. I've been following it since this version. And the older one says, that's cool. I was in the IRC chat where we argued about bringing it to the Doom engine or not.
Yes, I saw exactly what you were talking about, and I was like, oh, dang.
Yeah. He got you there. And to their credit, they were like, oh, damn, all right, no, you win that round.
Happy little fish.
She's got a little Christmas hat. Or maybe she, I don't know.
Is it Amigma? They don't really. Oh, the fish. The fish's Christmas hat is very nice. I also like the Christmas lights, like on all the railings and stuff. That's very cute.
I mean, it's part of the reason. Like, this isn't just like a. I mean, well, it is vaguely random, but just it is something that they really went out of their way, as far as like every little. Like anything that can be Christmasified is Christmasified.
The Halloween version is probably my favorite because I love every single character in the game having a silly Halloween outfit. Yeah. I think Misery is Morgana from Darkstalkers, and Balrog is I don't even remember what Balrog is. It was something, but everybody is something, and it's very adorable.
I mean, Cave Story is already a pretty adorable game.
Oh yeah, it's a fantastic game.
I mean, even the Mamigas or whatever are just like... They went out of
Muzz. Yep.
And then that's used to delightfully insane consequences. Do you suppose the Mamigas were all like decorating the entire world in anticipation of Christmas?
I think the island is like sort of kind of magic, right? Like there's a wizard in the middle of it or something, right? So like, I'm pretty sure that like the magic of the island just goes, it's Christmas, time to Christmas up. Everybody just wakes up with like stockings and stuff in there over their fireplaces, and they're like, well, guess this is happening.
It's like, well, I'm wearing a sweater now.
Which game was it you were playing when I went off like half-cocked on how Narnia has Santa Claus, but also its own version of Jesus that Santa is very obviously not here to celebrate the birth of?
I do believe that was just last week with Secret of Mana when we rescued Santa.
Okay. There you go. Balrog rules. I know that like people are like, he now has the Kool-Aid Man, oh yeah. But I miss Huzzah. Huzzah was better. Granted, if they used it, they would have been like using the fan translation in an official capacity, and that's no good.
True. Huzzah.
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 Defeated Balrog.
I'll remember this. I do like that Balrog kind of sells the whole I don't actually want to be a bad guy, but I'm here. It's what I do, so.
100% like conscripted into this war.
Yeah, like he's like, oh, I mean, I guess I should do this, or my boss will kill me, as in with a knife. So, I gotta do it, but I'm not super into it. Whatever.
I mean, not so much kill me, but also like literally like a slave to the crown.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds important.
Yep. So I watched a friend / mutuals. They're friends. Stream Marvel Rivals last night for a while. Saw a few games. It looked better than the video I'd seen of it from a while back, like one of the preview trailers looked, because that looked like, oh well, we have to have somebody make Overwatch, and I guess this Chinese mobile game factory isn't doing anything right now. It looks better than that. I don't think I would enjoy playing it. I don't think anyone on this call would be super into it. But it seemed competent.
Well, that's important. Yeah, I know people who like Overwatch have enjoyed it, so that's a good sign. Like, I think that's what they're going for.
Honestly, I always sort of thought Overwatch was a early example of vibes-based gaming, where the only reason you look into it is because you really like creating scenarios in your head where I don't know, two of them are in some sort of domestic situation. Or at least that's the only sort of fan art I ever see of it.
It's a
you found the little dude.
Universe.
Hey, you. It is a game that exists for the dreaded coffee shop AU, which in itself is just a horrible misnomer, because anybody who's worked in a coffee shop can tell you they are places of no honor.
I wrote about this on the site, but I finally understood the coffee shop AU culture with freaking Fire Emblem, because that is a game where everybody that is involved is just by virtue of existing conscripted into a horrible war where they have to kill each other. And they're interesting characters, and it would be nice if they lived in a world where they weren't inevitably going to all kill each other. So, I get wanting to put them in a universe where that isn't the situation.
Yeah, but, death is pointless and useless and meaningless in Overwatch or Marvel Rivals or whatever. Yeah, they all die 40 times a day because, and this is the actual Overwatch canon, the cursed amulet at the bottom of the sea that they all wished upon sentenced them to fight and die forever. And they all assumed that if they killed enough, then they would be the one who wins and got the power and cruelty of the amulets. But no, they were all just dead. This was their hell. That's actually the plot of Overwatch. Look it up. You will see that I am right.
I've never done that, and I'm not going to start now.
I will just blindly believe this as the canon of Overwatch.
As you damn well should. Because I am super trustworthy.
The only shit I know about Overwatch is this one song that somebody made.
The only thing I know about Overwatch is that multiple people have sacrificed what could have been a happy and healthy life in favor of pornography. And I am not saying that's not like some puritanical anti-porn screed. I am saying, look at you, look at what you have done to yourself.
I do remember one of my last dealings with a quote-unquote friend from high school was when they were talking about when Overwatch was first coming out, and they were I don't remember where Overwatch was like the Gamergate universe, but this person was vaguely upset that they confirmed that Tracer, I think is the character, was a lesbian, and basically was just going on about like identity politics or whatever.
That's
like, all right,
tragic.
I think we're done now.
Yeah, no, that that conversation has a very it's a very solid end point, and you'd reached it.
Yeah, no, it was definitely like somebody who was like, oh, this person likes video games, I like video games, let's talk about video games sometimes. And like 9 times out of 10, it was just like a dumb conversation, like, oh boy, Mega Man's fun. And then it was like, oh man, you hear about this game that's coming out? I'm like, what in the hell?
Is the gigantic monster Migma wearing a the hat from the elf that wants to be a dentist?
I
Rudolph
believe
the Red-Nosed
it
Reindeer?
is definitely an elf hat of some kind. Like, there's no other way to interpret that.
I know it's like, it's a video game, but I do think it is kind of hilarious that you just stood there and watched while Sue just got the absolute shit beaten out of her, doing nothing,
we'll just assume
saying
that my
nothing.
character wasn't moving fast enough to make it in time.
I don't know, man. I don't know. You were there for like 30 seconds. You could have done something.
Float's not a fast guy.
You gonna go back to the start of the level and get the one run around under the floorboards?
I am going to when I'm on my way back.
Ah, so you're a coward.
Yes. I mean, I think I mentioned it, but it has been some time since I last played this game, so I do not have confidence. Like, there was a time when, possibly back on the original free version, I got all the, like, or the one, like, fish boss gives you a medal for never taking a hit and stuff. Like, I got
Oh yeah, I
that
got
shit.
that. Yeah, this game has a ton of, like, stupid little touches that mean nothing, but are just really cool.
Yeah.
And they're all, like, 100% permanently missable.
Yeah.
They're not... There's one permanently missable thing that, like, caused many people to gnash their teeth and rip their sackcloth. Which, may be justified, but, like...
I mean, are you talking about the way to the secret ending, or are you talking about, like, lip
Yes. I'm talking about a way to the secret ending. If you, like, wailed and cried and gnashed your teeth over not getting lipstick, I don't know what to tell you. You're making poor choices.
But yeah, no, definitely the first time I beat the game, I had no idea that was even an option.
Oh yeah, that's very standard. I had a friend who said, well, I realized there was a good ending, so I decided to just stop playing right there and play it till I got the good ending. Do it proper. And I listened to him say that, and I said, bro, no, just get the bad ending and then replay it and get the good ending. Hone up your skills a little bit. And like 14 hours later, he messaged me back saying, this battle ice fight is really hard. And like 3 days later, he said, okay, I did it.
Yeah, I want to say Balos, the original, like, God. I'm trying to think of how many tries I did on that one, because obviously I don't know if there's different versions where it's different, but definitely whatever I was playing, you had to complete all of hell if you died on that boss.
You do.
Yeah, I didn't know if they ever changed out on any of the versions to make it more friendly.
I think there might be a I think they might have made it like easier, like in the modes they added to the Switch version, but that I hope not. I want you to suffer.
I mean, I very much doubt we're getting that far on this run.
Yes.
I got a weapon.
instead of doing anything I actually need to do, I'm drawing this character that my friend has that's only been drawn 3 times, and they were all by me.
I will draw him the 4th time once you post the art.
Does the character even exist?
All characters exist, Boggle Bob.
Did your friend?
All characters.
Did your friend?
I got one of those pens with like 4 little clicky things on it where it can draw them black, green, blue, and red. So that will be the colors I use to bring this character to life, Chromes.
Oh, what were you saying? Goggle Bob?
I mean, did you make it in the first place, the character?
No. They were the one who designed him. They just used like an avatar maker. And then I was like, okay, I'll draw him. And I did that like 3 years ago.
Now you're on. Now you're getting your skills up.
And then we were talking.
You're bringing him back.
and then we, like, I don't know, like fast forward, like, I don't know, like 1 or 2 years ago, like we were like, I don't know, passing around ideas for my comic. They were like we should have, and then like we should have a character that's a mild nuisance, like, yeah, and bring this old character back. And I was like, okay, cool. Can you send me like his references? And they sent me like first his original spray, and then like the drawing that I made of him like all that time ago. And I was like, oh, like I made that.
Nito.
And they were like, you were the only person that ever drew him. Like, you basically have co-parenting rights.
Aww. Don't get stuck for child support.
So I drew him again, like he's like humanoid but non-human. So I did a version of him where he is human, and that's probably the one we might use in the comic if we do use him.
Cool.
And I dug up like those old things I drew of him, and I'm drawing him again. But, you know, better, because I've improved.
Yeah, the skills have become more skillful. Oh, that's the other thing I wanted to say about Marvel Rivals. Marvel Angries. We are. There's an excuse for us all to kill each other, probably. It's a comic book.
There's the amulet.
The character that my friend was playing, like just her and nobody else, was what I'm not like, you know, super like knowledgeable on Marvel comics, but I have watched most of the movies. So like from that alone, I can tell you like who most of these guys are. I had no fucking idea who this was, so I looked her up. She is
it the Ice
K-pop star
Yeah.
with ice powers.
Yeah, the Ice Princess. Yeah, a friend of mine was like, Bob, you're a gigantic nerd. Who's this character? And I'm like, well, they were introduced in Agents of Atlas during the War of the Realms. I think what I just said is accurate.
I think what you just said is wickedness spewing out of your mouth. Like so many tendrils of evil.
Look, I got a whole bunch of comics on my iPad, and I read them all. And I did like War of the Realms, so there she is.
But no, it's like I said something to the effect of, who the fuck is that? And my friend immediately started like giving like the entire like publication history of the character. And I just said, never mind.
Originally created.
I don't care that much.
This is what I do when anyone asks me about Power of Comics.
Exactly.
Yeah. I'm sorry, what's your hyperfixation? Yeah, my understanding is Jeff the Shark is in this game, so I'm kind of happy about that.
Yes. Jeff Landshark is in the game. And he's got a costume.
He's got what?
He's got a costume.
Awesome.
Yay!
Jeff needs more exposure. Yeah, the freaking ice K-pop woman was invented for like another video game and then got retroactively put in the comics. Like her original thing was for like a Marvel card game, I want to say.
It blows my mind that like they're still like just inventing characters for like video games or card games or what have you, because there are so fucking many Marvel characters that have showed up once and never again.
But they didn't have a lady with ice powers.
Emma Frost!
No, Emma Frost does not have ice powers.
She doesn't?
She's like Jean Grey. She's Jean Grey, and she turns into Diamond.
I was gonna say, and she can turn into a diamond.
Yep.
She's both of those things?
And also, once she possessed Iceman, but that was kind of like a edge case.
Yeah.
Alright, whatever.
What's she called Emma Frost then?
She's just a bitch.
Because her last name is Emma Frost.
I assume her parents were Mrs. and Mr. Frost.
Yeah, that's actually
Yeah, she grew up rich in Boston, so she's a bitch.
I am the rat of life. I am the bitch of forever.
Yeah, she's Emma Frost because she's just because she was introduced by she's a Claremont creation, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yep.
she was just introduced in the Hellfire Club as like a fetishist, and that was it.
Oh.
Yep. The Andre. He was the White Queen.
Chris Claremont was, well, he was the only Chris Claremont there could have been.
God, I swear, like, if anybody, like, they even mention it at one point in the Krakoa era, but they point out the fact that there are so many X-Men or mutant characters that have mind control powers, and, like, that doesn't appear elsewhere in the Marvel Universe. Like, it's just mutants that are all the telepaths running around. And I swear it's entirely because Claremont was, like, obsessed with submission and domination. So, like, every third character he introduced was like, hey, this character can control your mind. Why? We need a character to be in their underwear right now. Thanks for playing.
Yeah, for every joke we make about Totally Spies, Claremont's done it like 20 years ago.
Oh, yeah, no. He absolutely was, like, years ahead of the curve.
And Jeanie, I was going to comment on it, but it was like Christmas and it felt weird. But you shared that image of, like, the writer's barely disguised fetish or whatever. It was mostly cartoons. I was really disappointed it wasn't X-Men or, you know, the guy with the feet. The movie guy.
Quentin Tarantino.
Quentin Tarantino, thank you. Because he is 100% the writer's barely disguised fetish.
I don't actually think Inglourious Bastards is a very good movie, right? Like, I watched it in theaters even. And I was like, wonder if everybody would talk like that was the sickest shit ever. Because it did not click for me. And then later I read the trivia section on the IMDb, and it's, Quentin Tarantino's hands are the ones strangling that lady in that one scene, because he insisted on that. And I'm like, now I super don't like that movie.
I think she was
now I like it less.
So.
Yeah, no. Mostly the foot stuff, though, that I immediately think of.
I mean, like, if you're into feet, whatever. I generally cannot be arsed to have an opinion on that.
I mean, you're into feet, whatever, but then the other side of that is, like, just for no reason, this character's going to be barefoot for this scene. Thank you, Joss Whedon and Avengers.
Oof.
Even that doesn't bother me that much. It's when you're like, no, I have to strangle this woman. Then I'm going, okay, all right, now I'm uncomfortable. Like, the idea that someone's like, oh man, a foot? I just cannot find it in my heart to be even remotely bothered by that. It just isn't there.
Conceptually, I am not bothered by the fact that people have this fetish. I am bothered that there are, like, writers and directors who are like, and the heroine will be barefoot for this scene. Why? The heroine will be barefoot for this scene. Scarlett Johansson, take off your feet. Or take off your shoes.
Take off your feet.
Walk
Take
off
on
your
your
feet.
hooves, as God intended.
Take off your feet.
That's right, Scarlett Johansson. We know you don't have human feet. We know that you are, in fact, cloven-hooved, much like the devil.
Like, as much as we give shit to, I wonder if I can do this run. I'm gonna save her. But,
I believe in you.
I
don't actually believe in you. I'm hoping you fail.
As much as we give shit to, like, Totally Spies and, like, Chris Claremont, at least those were, like, fake women that they were creating. Like, it was, at worst, they would have to get, like, a voice actress to say some of this shit. And they wouldn't have to actually, like, you know, turn somebody into a blueberry or whatever the hell was happening in Totally Spies. But, like Quentin Tarantino, he straight up finds the most attractive actress he can and then is like, take off your shoes. Okay, this is gonna get me killed. There's no way I'm surviving.
Don't know what you're doing.
I was trying to see if I could just run the whole way.
I don't think you can. I don't think that works.
Yeah, no, it evidently doesn't. That wasn't even close.
It was kind of funny how, like, you turned around and just started shooting at it. Like, oh, that'll totally work.
I didn't know, like, you know, most things pause when you shoot them.
Like, yeah, Goggle Bob, I believe in you. I'm gonna unmute for a second just so I can remind myself what the music track for this level is.
I
Oh yeah, that one. That one's good. But the Grasslands track is the best.
Oh, Grasslands is amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, so since I'm here anyway, I'm gonna leave, save, and then come back. I'll eat a bug.
I'll eat a bug.
I do like that literally it has instant messenger in this. Like, it's not quite AIM, but an instant messaging program.
AIM was instant messenger. If you had AIM, everybody had AIM. It was in many ways a better time.
I mean,
in
at
many ways a worse time.
I feel like the most tech thing that ignores how users actually use computers, but I can understand why a company chooses not to do this, is taking away messages. Because I would love to just be able to say, I'm not here right now, stop messaging nobody. But they know damn well that, like, that is not what helps a social media network. They want me at 6 a.m. to look at my phone and say, oh, Steve just messaged me. I better engage with this program. So my away message is always put real effort into those away messages. Got like quotes and everything. Okay, let's try and get that.
I get why nobody draw this guy.
Your friend or Curly? Or quote?
No! It's like my friend's character.
I'm trying to picture what would be like, not just like kind of hard to draw, but something that would just be like repulsive. Like, he's mostly like, swastikas.
No. Like, I just think he looks like a loser.
And you're partially responsible
the dude with the hat.
For that loser.
Which dude do you think looks like a loser?
No,
I need to know. I was gone for a second ago.
Just my friend's character.
Oh, yeah. See, I feel like losers are a rich part of any ecosystem. You need just a few total losers. You can't have the world. Liked? I mean, people can like them. I mean, I like plenty of total losers. Oh, go home up.
Ah, there it goes. I was either going to say Pete's our resident loser, or you were going to say it about me. I knew what was happening.
Oh, I have no doubt that I am our resident loser. I literally said, and this is a quote, because I was listening to like one of the old streams like while I worked the other day. Oh, I am this chat's only Sigma male. That is the most loser shit anyone could possibly say. How can I not be the biggest loser if I say that shit?
Oh man, the bushlands is Christmas as hell.
Oh damn, that is Christmassy. Normally it's green, right?
Yeah.
I mean, like, don't get me wrong, it's not an ugly color or anything, but it feels off. I don't know. I feel like this one is. Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like this is a bit of a miss. I do like the dude wearing like a Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer costume. Full stop.
Yeah, well, they're normally wearing those lizard costumes.
Yeah, so you know it's nice to know that they cycle them out.
Yeah.
All right, now Goggle Bob. I don't often say things like this because I generally try to be a nice person. But if you do not fuck the rabbit, I will kill you.
I mean, I was planning on fucking the rabbit. Don't worry.
Okay, you gotta fuck the rabbit.
What?
It'd be weird if you didn't.
Chrome's is like, what?
What?
You'll see, Chromes. Don't worry about it. I wish there was like some Fallout, like original Fallout style reactivity here. Like how in Fallout 2, everybody in like what area will shame you if you fucked a mutant. Which frankly, if you're shaming somebody for fucking a mutant, I don't want to be your friend anyway.
Remember one time I died in the grasslands because I was just completely not paying attention to my health, and it was just kind of like, oh no, these things don't take too much off my weapon meter, and I'll get them refilled immediately, so no worries. And that was not how it worked out.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm not gonna try that.
Go for it. Do it. Do it, coward. You fool.
Spend too much time slipping around.
I am so mad at you for fucking it up so many times. I'm angry. Why do you anger me? I do love that, like, his name is finally appropriate.
Yeah.
Santa. Now, which of the fireplaces, when you put it out, gives you the bubbler, the best weapon in the game?
I believe the one in the
Polar
first
Star.
room. In the first.
Okay. Okay. So, backtrack from bad shit, because it's good.
You could go through the fireplace.
Speaking of which, though, are you going to go for the Polar Star, or are you going to get the machine gun?
Oh, I'm definitely Polar Star.
Ah.
I swear I haven't done the machine gun, like, since, like, I first played the game.
Fireball is pretty cool, though. And, like, weirdly, the weapon that you can turn the fireball into, like, when the cockroaches, like, offer you a free weapon, is one of the best weapons to fight Ballos with, because it goes, it ignores collision, it goes through walls.
Yeah, and it
meaning
goes
that
through
you
his
can,
face.
meaning that you can hit him twice with every shot, or like you can just absolutely wreck shop.
You just have to get up to him with it.
Yeah, that's the hard part.
Yeah, no, I think I did that on one run when I was in my major cave story time, and I was just kind of like, no, this was in no way worth it. Upgrade with the bugs.
Ooh. The bugs.
I do like that anywhere you stand, if you press down, quote, you'll get confused.
I think down is like open door or like interact with item. And like if you press down, there's nothing there. Quote's gonna be like, bro, what? Like,
there's nothing here.
there's nothing here. I don't know what you want from me. I'm trying to be on your side, and you're not making it easy. Get the life capsule.
Trying.
Get the life capsule, or so help me, Goggle Bob. Oh my God, that was. I'm so mad at you. I'm so mad at you all the time. It's difficult to express just how mad at you I am.
I do like that they give you the fireball right where they're going to give you quote unquote invisible like walls or pitfalls, so you figure out what's happening before you.
Oh yeah, no, that's legitimately great game design. Give you the weapon that bounces along the ground right before you introduce the concept of, hey, sometimes the floor isn't the floor. But if only there were a way to tell when the floor is not the floor. Oh wait, you just got this cool new weapon that you should be trying out.
It's like when you get the bubble lead in Mega Man 2.
Yeah. There, you happy?
Yes, I'm happy. That's obviously lipstick. I don't know what Rogue looks like. I'm not hip to the lingo. Rouge.
We slept with a bunny, don't worry about it.
Get laid % successful.
I guess they're not bunnies, they're bunnies.
They're bunnies.
Well, Pete, this means I have to ask you. Do you like horny bunnies?
Jury's still out in this case.
Which reminds me, did you finish your Dragon Quest run?
No, I am on the the very obvious final dungeon, and I keep so basically the enemies there are just strong as hell, but I have 2 sages with 2 rounds of kaboom. Right? So most everything dies to me instantly. The gadabout is still a gadabout. I refuse to change that. But just given that every enemy where I'm at now gives you literally 1,000 XP, it's actually very easy to level someone up to a 40-ish without much stress. So I keep thinking, maybe I should turn her into a sage, give her all the spells, and then go back to a gadabout. have her see the arcane knowledge and reject it. Maybe that would be funny.
But still kind of remember it.
Or maybe, since the only mechanical reason to have a gadabout is to turn him into a sage, right? So maybe,
and just have fun.
Maybe I should turn her into something else, totally unrelated to sagery, and then turn her back into a gadabout. Just absolutely fuck up her stats by having them twice. That's cornering them. But her stats suck anyways. He's just there. She's just there for the ride.
Things are getting too silly.
I did like that that drawing you showed me on Blue Sky, which was like the hero's dying. Yeah, this ain't about him.
Yeah, I've enjoyed it because that's kind of a minor meme because it was based off, I don't know, some random actual Instagram post. But there's also another one when the Zelda game came out or was announced with Zelda in front of it, with Link is sinking into the shadows. This isn't about him. Oh, so it's the end of the year. We can talk about what our favorite games of the year have been.
Shit, I mean, I guess Dragon Quest 3. And I guess
well, okay then.
I mean, technically, that's the game of the year of 1993. I guess.
Congratulations, Japanese school children! You win again.
Congratulations, 1993.
Let's go make Chrono Trigger.
Yeah, let's go do that. I don't even know when when Dragon Quest 3 came out.
Yeah, 1993 sounds late, actually.
Yeah, it does. That's why I'm hesitant. Let's see. Origin. Let's see.
Make sure you don't look up Dragon
Drew.
I mean, obviously. Let's see. 1988. Damn.
There you go.
That's the realness. Okay, congratulations, 1988. You won 2024.
Who knew?
I guess my favorite game of the year is, I guess it's Echoes of Wisdom, but I didn't play that many new games this year. Echoes of Wisdom did come around on the Echo system. It did not click with me at first, but it did make sense eventually.
That's good.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess that wins. But it kind of wins by default. I didn't play that many new games this year, and
my winner.
I finished drawing my guy.
Does he still look like a loser?
Yeah. I realized.
I'm sorry, your child's a loser.
I realized why, like what was bugging me about his design. I'm not going to change it because I think it works for him, but I really think his outfit is just really ugly. Like all the colors are just really ugly to me. Even with me changing like the grays to not be like perfect, like to not be just straight up gray. I give myself that to change, but it's still not a great outfit.
I mean, the nice thing about clothing is that you're allowed to change clothing, so...
I mean, yeah, but that's the only thing, like, he's ever been drawn in, and I can't
Unrelated to anything, I am sharing my favorite song lyrics in the chat right now. The Discord chat.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Don't ever use the Twitch chat. Let's just leave that blank forever.
Okay, I'll put them in the Twitch chat as well.
Okay, sending it here. I didn't color his face in yet because I haven't decided on a skin tone or hair color.
Oh, no, I reached the character limit. I guess I'd better... Oh, man. Seriously? What is the character limit here? Is that it? Alright, here we go. Here we go. Copy. Alright, cool. Alright, I'm just gonna have to count off. There we go. There, Goggle Bob, I shared them in the Twitch chat. I hope you're happy.
I am super happy. Could not be happier.
Yeah, Titus Andronicus, they're pretty great. All right, let's look at this poor sod. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, you're right. Get a load of this nerd.
Get a load of this fucking loser. Alrighty. Let's see. This shall just be a portrait of his face, because that's all I can draw, because I can't draw things. Never could. Not about to start either. Let's see.
I didn't draw his hat, but the hat just adds more to his loserness.
It's loser energy. Big loser energy.
Yeah, here's something I drew in May with like one of the characters that is actually in the comic.
Wow, okay, so he's basically just my little skull dude if he had flesh. That's upsetting.
My little skull dude.
People like say, "Oh, Beat, you have a persona or whatever." I'm like, no, I have a guy I like that I've been using like as an internet avatar for 13 years. Stan Olsen had a head of cabbage. Doesn't make him a head of cabbage. But I'm a skeleton IRL. That's true. It's a little confusing, but I'm not going to worry about it.
Stupid top hat with like a big feather.
Yeah, what is with the feather?
Snowman.
If it helps with any of the questions why, like the
Why not?
color choices were picked for like his design, he was one of like their Homestuck character, like original characters.
Now it all comes into focus.
You see, there's one I drew with like where he has the horns.
Ah, yes, Homestuck. And Homestuck and its consequences being disastrous for the human race.
I like Homestuck, leave me alone.
Oh, I liked it too back in the day. Not changing my stance though.
I've
You
met
can
my
like
friends
something
in
and still
Homestuck.
admit it's a disaster.
Photos taken moment before disaster. In parentheses, Homestuck. All right. Now I don't know how to draw, so when you see this, you will be like, "Beat, why did you attack this this notepad thusly? It seems mean. Why would you do that? It's not necessary. This notepad did nothing wrong." And I will just respond, "Shut up, nerd. Do what I want."
I do think I've gotten better at drawing top hats, though.
I mean, you drew me like 8 times.
It's
Couldn't
a
have heard.
very specific thing, but I'm not going to say it's a band specific thing.
Yeah, no, probably. I'm just saying. Back. What's his fucking name? Who's the Warner Bros. Artist? Chuck something.
Chuck Avery?
Yes.
You know the one I'm talking
Chuck
about.
Jones.
Dude, all this Chuck Jones, yeah. Chuck Jones, yeah. Chuck Jones famously said, everybody has about a million bad drawings in them, so the trick is to just get them all out as quick as you can. So if you draw a lot, you will eventually become better at it.
What's the censorship filter on my end? Looking at the chat, it censored the word loser.
Seriously? Why?
I don't know.
That's such a weird thing to censor. Alrighty, it is done. My masterpiece. There is a real and serious risk that I made your friend's OC too cool and awesome.
Oh man, it's here.
Just sentence in general. Just
You almost made it, Bob.
Yeah, I really thought I'd pull that one off. Balrog decided to jump straight on me. Yeah, I'm gonna beat Palos. I can't even beat Balrog.
There we go. Alright. Now then, where was I? Oh, yes.
God damn it.
Let's see, flash on. Up. There we go. Okay, and now to art, I guess. Why not? Art, sure, why not? Ta-da! It is done.
Yeah.
I like that it gets into da.
Just saving it for later to show my friend.
Your co-parent.
Hey, co-parenting's difficult.
I've determined our child is a loser.
We're sorry, our beloved child, but if you want, but we have decided that you suck.
Your father and I have
Perhaps.
been talking, and you suck.
We've given this a lot of thought and decided that you are a nerd. Why you gotta be such a nerd?
We're sending you to a special school. What's so special about it? Well, it's not here.
We're sending you away so that we don't have to look at you anymore. Now we know technically you're 27, so we can't unadopt you. So we're just disowning you.
Your father and I have been talking, and it's just kind of a bummer knowing you.
Yeah.
We'd rather not be reminded.
His outfit looks so terrible that I just want to redesign it and make it worse. Like just all of it's
Joyce?
something that would put that menswear guy in like it would make
Into a
him
coma.
great. Yes.
Into a sadness coma. Alright, let's take 2 here on Balrog. I completely forgot this boss fight existed.
I do still have to figure out the colors for his face and hair though.
I feel like his face should be a healthy, just radiant green. Yes.
More people should be identified as losers.
Yes, and that should be like the actual explanation for why. When people see him, they just go, "Ah, yes. Well, he lives on a base on the moon, and he sent the Queen of England to kill us." Chrome's, how familiar are you with the reptilian conspiracy theory? I'm not sure if that joke landed.
I know it's rooted in anti-Semitism, but
Most of them are. Almost all.
Yeah.
Of them. Like, it's hard to find a conspiracy theory that isn't. As a younger man, I spent literal years on one of my most storied endeavors on that one forum, called the Bad Politics thread. It eventually became much less fun because normal politics became so analogous to it that there was no point in distinguishing between them anymore.
Yeah, I forgot what I was reading or watching recently, but it was something that made reference to like conspiracy theories that are like, haha, this is so dumb, and it was from like, it was written in like 2008 or something, and it was 100% something that nowadays it's like, well, I don't know, this might be real.
Fucking abysmal.
Yep.
They do have to make this guy a white guy, though.
That's the perfect kind of lizard person. No one will ever suspect.
I think I think Ted Cruz is actually a lizard person that I still kind of like.
I mean, every time I looked at him, I'm like, I know I made fun of this for years, but yeah, I see it.
He's either a lizard person or he's a blobfish. Could go either way.
Blobfish. Which one's the Zodiac killer?
Both of them.
He's just a popular guy. Yeah, that worked out well.
Wow, Goggle Bob. Wow.
Didn't even know I could like do that. But...
Did you just... There's a door right there.
I need to be able to open it.
So find Malco, who will build you a most wonderful bomb.
Is that what his name is?
Yeah, Malco. Malco rules. Fuck you if you don't like Malco.
I didn't know he had a name. I like that I just killed somebody on Christmas.
Somebody coming down the Christmas tree. You just murdered Santa.
No, Santa was a different guy. He was earlier.
That's true.
Oh, yeah, good point. Never mind.
Guess what? I didn't murder Santa. Everything's fine.
Is it?
I murdered... See, if you kill somebody on Christmas, you can just say to the cops, "Don't worry, I didn't kill Santa. Everything's fine."
Be the Easter Bunny, technically.
Jellyfish juice again?
You're definitely a good person. I understand. Aw, the new line feels so much... Well, new from, like, 2005. But, like, the fan translation line was, "I will make you a most wonderful bomb." And that's the sort of, like... that's the sort of, like, weird... Well, maybe it's slightly more accurate, but, like, accurate for a given definition of tin ear. I don't know. I feel like scanlators have like a very specific idea. Fan translators, more than anything else, have a very specific idea of how like whatever they're translating should sound, and that results in a lot of really like sort of like weird turns of phrase that are kind of bad, but also just kind of fun more often than not.
I mean, I agree, and you say scanlators or whatever, but like legitimately, like even
Scanlators are the ones I have the most familiarity with because they're sort of people who like are like, well, yes, I am going to translate this comic every single week.
Yes, but I mean, I was just going to comment that like people who like Ted Woolsey and alike who did translations of old video games back in the day. Like, there was definitely a certain kind of what they were going for.
But Woolsey was
itself unique.
Woolsey was, I would say, like a more classical translator. Like he would try and like figure out like what. I hate how pretentious this sounds, but he would like consider the essence of the character and go from there. That's why his version of Frog talks like a medieval knight.
I mean, that is accurate, but then there were also times like Secret of Mana where the dude had like 30 days to translate an entire game. And it was
like
I'm just gonna go with
just
it.
like, I just gotta go. I just gotta do it.
Yeah, and like that led to its own kind of like, well, this character sounds like this, moving on.
Yeah. We're running with it. Sometimes you're on a deadline and you just gotta go.
You're on a deadline.
Aim the jellyfish juice. The juice.
It's loose.
The juice is loose. God, that's so dark. Oh, man.
I will always cherish my OJ in the Slammer pog. 100% of its time.
Wow.
There are so many, like, you know,
90s that.
just like, you know, just absolutely evil. Like, OJ and the Slammer is a 90s one, but like, there are so many absolutely evil, like, it is the early zeros that we are on the internet and our parents are not watching us closely enough. And that's why I could still, like, just throw out on Blue Sky, I told you I was hardcore, and get like 5 guys going, I get it, I hate it, but I get it. Chromes, you are a tiny babby, so I'm just gonna tell you, I told you I was hardcore was the last words of a streamer who literally died on stream. Yeah, don't ask me how he died, but I'm sure you can figure it out.
It was being hardcore. Yeah, I do appreciate there was that one comic making the rounds back in the day of, like, Grandma is calling in 60 years, like, Grandma is calling the cat a chunk again. I guess that means it's time to put her in a home. like, oh, look, it's a chunky boy.
Bold of you to assume that will not just be the modern parlance in 60 years.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like there was slang even from the 90s that, like, never continued from where it was.
Slang will always be with us. Also, who joined? I just see all the people who've been here the whole time.
Oh, like my Wi-Fi is like kind of going to shit.
My bad. Well, good to have you back.
Yay.
Don't know why Balrog gets turned into a frog, but he does.
Who's Balfrog?
I mean, yes, I suppose that is appropriate.
Or a frog. You didn't ask to be turned into a frog.
Didn't ask for this. I didn't ask for this. But it's pretty cool, so
He
whatever,
has like
it's
a
all good.
Yoshi jump in the previous battle, so maybe he was already part lizard.
Right. They aren't even the same order! You fuck! You animal! You wretched beast! When he opens his mouth, that's when you should start using missiles. They do the hardest damage by far. Why am I telling you this?
Again,
This
it's
is
been a while since I played the game.
This is like anti-bullying. I should be rejoicing in your suffering. Froggies! It's frog time.
So many good old
Oh yeah, Bob's.
nothing beats Polestar. Balrog.
It's cool that like I'm getting beat turned him back into Balrog instead of like, you know, just killing him. That would have sucked. I would hate to die as a frog.
So say we all. Yeah, wait, is that a Chrono Trigger reference?
No? Maybe? I don't know. It can't. Do you want it to be?
I mean, this came out 20 years ago. It's closer to Chrono Trigger than not.
Damn.
Love it.
Doug Bob, you have exactly 1 HP left. which means that it'll be very hilarious when you forget that you have that much left and die.
I mean, like
horribly.
I said, that's exactly how I died in this area once back in the day. But guess what? I made it.
I mean, Chromes, I think you were right. He does look better as a white person. I don't know what it is. It's like how that lady who was like doing like her take on Scooby-Doo said,
Mindy
you know,
Kaling?
her said all the characters could be any race except Fred, he's white. You know, I just look at him and go, yeah, that guy's white.
Yeah.
I say this as a man of 0 melanin myself. a honky, if you will.
What's that mean?
It's a very it's one of the failed slurs for white people, and I say failed because it's not. Just didn't work. I feel like if any slurs for white people have stuck, it's cracker. But like even that one just makes me go, sure. That totally offends me.
What up, cracker?
Like, none of them work because nobody discriminates.
Yeah, because white
for being
people
white.
are famously the victim of 0 discrimination globally.
We're doing all right.
Oh my god, his adorable little. If the other like boss enemy monster wasn't like the elf that wants to be a dentist, this guy sure fucking is.
You can't make them all the elf that wants to be a dentist.
No. The other guy was a foul pretentious for him. This guy is the real deal. No, I love Dr. Booster because it is canon to his character that he will not accept death if he has not given someone a jetpack.
Yeah, no, I love that about that.
Like if he, I remember when someone, I think it was MC Banjo Mike, did the Let's Play on that one forum, Old Talking Time, and like he was just like, it's kind of fucked up that like if you try and help the guy, he'll just give you a jetpack and die. But if you don't help him, he will drag his broken body out of that like gulch until he gives you a jetpack.
He presumably gets out of there because he builds the version 2 and jetpacks himself away.
Yeah.
Like, that is sort of the unwritten like canon of that.
His like legs are all just absolutely shattered. And he's like, no, it's jetpack building time, motherfuckers. Fucking love building jetpacks.
I mean, his name's Booster. What do you want? His name isn't Lie There and Die.
Let's see, I'm gonna dig it up now. Okay, here we go. ET Archive. Let's play.
Archive.
Here we go. I think it was like a few pages in. I want to say like 4. Let's see.
Spoilers for later in Gabe's story.
Oh wow, I made the top 10 saddest anime deaths in this thread. Joke in this thread.
It all comes back to betrayals.
Betrayal! Betrayal! Most foul!
That's what.
Find it.
1 second.
So while Beat's looking that up, I will state that since it's coming up, I do appreciate that there's basically like what I consider to be 3 routes through the game, which would be like the first time you beat the game where it's like you don't get the booster V2. And then theoretically, I'd say there's like the middle route where you get the machine gun in order to get the booster V2. And obviously that's something else entirely. And then there's never get the machine gun, which is, you know, makes jumping more interesting.
On earth is it so hard to find my one post in this thread? This is ridiculous. Foolishness, I say. Foolishness.
You're looking in
10-year-old forums are still active.
Yeah, I'm going through the TT archive.
The move to the archive was like 5 years ago now, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, like 4 years ago, but yes. Well, almost 5 now.
Yeah. Yay,
I actually was using it the other day because on the Talking Time Discord, they started talking about the sexuality of Star Fox characters. And like I was just immediately summoned to give my take, and I was like, all right, you have to understand, when I wrote 8 million words about it, I was exactly who I am. A normie straight wife guy who never even considered the potential queer subtext. That said, my take is that most of the Team Star Fox are various stages of the wife guy life cycle. Slippy being the functional wife guy, Peppy being the post wife guy because he's a widower, and Fox being the failed wife guy. This is possibly because he is not able to deal with his own internalized queerness.
I mean, his happiest times are when he teams up with Falco, right?
The only good ending in Command, by my estimation, is the one where he leaves with and is just like a race car driver with Falco. And you can add a romantic subtext to that, or you can just say that he found happiness with someone who gets him. Either way, it doesn't matter. Either way, he is still the only situation where he is happy is where he's with Falco and no one else. So yeah, I guess that is incredibly textually gay.
We just found out we're a robot. Hooray!
Okay, here's what I wrote. I finally found this. I wrote this in 2018, a lifetime ago.
God.
The professor meeting Death after giving someone a jetpack. Death, Professor Booster, it is time. Booster, hello, old friend. Thank you for waiting until I was ready. Booster takes Death's hand with a smiler, and the two walk into oblivion as old friends. The professor meeting Death before giving someone a jetpack. Death, Professor Booster, it is time. Booster, please. Professor Booster was my father's name. You can call me Professor Motherfucker! Booster drives a savage flying knee into Death's forehead. I am a professor! I know science! I will hotwire my own goddamn heart and calculate the precise angle to bounce my broken body out of this pit if I have to! Booster power bombs Death into a nearby pool table, breaking it in half. I eat shit! Yeah, I think that one holds up. One of my better posts. Why are you attacking the Santa girl? What's wrong with you?
Because you attacked me first.
You broke into her house.
And because she thought I was going to kill her rabbit
This is
children.
literally okay, and you are shooting her rabbit children.
I'm Curly Brace. I love that it's canon that these robots just randomly lose their memories.
And they're old. Have you seen a hard drive fail? It happens all the fucking time. And they only have so much RAM. Coward.
Careful of those sand crocs.
If you don't stack the dogs 5 high, we will no longer be friends.
I was gonna say I gotta stack my dogs.
You gotta get the dog stack. So are you gonna get Curly's panties?
100%.
Okay, good. For a moment there, I was worried.
What's got you giggling, Chromes? There we go.
Obviously, the idea of you stealing Curly's panties. You pervert.
No.
You freak. Why would you do that?
I have to get
What
a
is
full
wrong with
inventory,
you?
and panties are obviously part of that.
I'm sorry, Gogglebot, but I've lost all respect for you. Just none. Never speak to me again.
It was bound to happen eventually, I understand.
It's like I sent my drawings of like the loser guy I drew into like the group chat I made of my comic, and my friend in there like called him gay, and then went into my DMs and asked like which one of your OCs is the gayest. he used a lot ruder language than that, but you know.
No, I get it.
Yeah,
We've all been on the internet a while,
I remember the 90s.
unfortunately.
Come to think of it, does VH1 and the like, do they still do shows that are like now like I remember the 2010s or whatever the fuck?
I think they gave up on that.
Yeah.
Back in the actual aughts.
Gotcha. Because I remember the 90s was happening 5 seconds after the 90s ended.
They were actually doing the remember literally last year for a little bit because they were just so drunk on remembering shit.
So drunk on nostalgia.
Yeah.
Remember?
But they they quit.
It's like the annual, hey, this is what happened last year, the recap shows.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Netflix does those, don't they?
Who knows?
Who cares? No, I still haven't canceled Netflix, which means I should probably watch Squid Game season 2.
Oh, is that out now?
Yeah, I think it came out today or recently. Recently enough that, like, you know, it could have been any moment, really.
I say recent enough that they're doing tie-in with McDonald's.
Oh yeah. Squid Games, brought to you by capitalism.
That's the point.
The game.
I mean, just the minute that they started producing I can never pronounce his last name. Che Guevara? Whatever. T-shirts, like,
Che
that
Guevara?
was, like, that was tipping point and everything.
Yep.
We will destroy you, and then we will sell t-shirts.
I think I saw those all over the place when I was in college.
Yeah.
And
it was a popular
back
time.
then, I will say this very openly, I was an asshole. But even at the time, I was like, wait a second, something feels off about this.
Speaking of something similar, I just seen a Year of Luigi sticker with a guillotine.
Oh, yeah.
button.
Dude, if Luigi continues to be... I would not want to be a Nintendo executive right now, because it's not only, like, a major character, but they've got, like, a major movie sequel probably banking on him right now. Like, I'm just imagining the rewrites that are trying to, like, downplay Luigi. Or make it very clear that this is not a revolutionary figure. He's just a little man who wears green.
I don't think revolutionary figures get to choose if they're revolutionary or not. The curse of the Sunstones is lifted, and the curse means the door opens. I guess they were cursed to be closed or something.
Yeah, the curse door. Don't worry about it.
It's not that cursed. I've seen more cursed doors.
We all have. Let's admit it.
But yeah, fucking Squid Game. I feel like the entirety of my thoughts on Squid Game are that it is a phenomenal show. Like, you watch that shit for the first time and you are transfixed. I was just like, damn. Okay, that got me. The second thing about it is, fuck Mr. Beast. I hate that motherfucker.
Yep.
Mr. Mold.
God.
Is that what the cool kids are calling him now?
Well, that's what he did to a bunch of kids, unfortunately.
He molded them? He turned them into
Yeah.
a mold?
It's more like he poisoned them.
Wonderful.
Oh. Yeah, his Lunchable knockoff.
Yeah.
He's
Feastables.
preservatives in it.
Oh, see, I had
real
this,
fast.
probably because I have Beast News blocked.
Yeah, don't blame me on that.
As do most sensible people. No, every time I'm reminded of him, all I can think of is that time on Twitter where I just posted I would say this is a very lukewarm take, that he only really cares about helping people in terms of turning them into content.
Yeah, and
And
it's really weirdly...
That seems like a pretty lukewarm take to me, right? Like that's just a statement of observable fact, yeah?
And it also is a very weirdly, like, noticeably, like sociopathic kind of thing. Like pretty much every time that Mr. Beast comes up, it's for a reason of me saying, does anybody else see, like, this is just horrible? It's like,
Yeah,
oh,
no, everything he does is like
turning blind
horrifying.
people, like he's giving them better smell or something.
like
Whenever I see a picture of him, he does not have the light behind his eyes. Like that is gone.
Here's the thing that okay, so like most insanely rich people, Mr. Beast does not really consider humans humans. That's the free space on rich person bingo. But the thing that always makes me go, wait a fucking second, are we really doing this? Is every time I see one of his videos and the actual context of it is something like, I trapped the guy in a abandoned grocery store and waited until he went insane, but I was also giving him a life-changing amount of money every day he stayed there. So he gradually went insane in this horrible dilapidated building for a full month, and I filmed all of it. That's some sociopath shit.
I was saying, and
Very
again,
obviously.
there's no way to see that and not be like, oh, this person's a crazy person.
Yeah,
Like,
this is just what an evil person
not
does.
Okay. How do you
But
think this is okay?
But the other thing about
The
him
dog stacked
was, was like I read about like how he got so huge by very effectively chasing the YouTube algorithm. Every other YouTube creator I know treats the algorithm as this thing you hold at arm's length, and occasionally you throw it a bone by like, if you're like, a channel that reviews movies, you review the big movie that everyone's talking about, or you review like the prequel to that movie that like everyone's talking about. Like you try and be just a little bit topical to get like more search results, but that's the extent of it. You don't actually like chase the algorithm, because you know that doing that will make you insane and miserable faster than you could imagine.
Coffee is for closers, Pete.
Yeah, exactly. Coffee is for closers. But everything about Mr. Beast, the interviews I've read of him and shit, it's all, literally everything I do is in service to the algorithm. He is the one guy who, when I'm introduced to the algorithm, something that like other people who rely on the algorithm to survive, hold at arm's length, like at the best of times, like just go, no, I don't want to be in, I will engage with this as much as I have to, but not a moment more. He just like took out the knife and said, how much blood exactly do you want?
Not to interrupt, but I would like to point out that I think I'm at maximum dogs now.
You are at a phenomenal amount of dog, and the fact that they are all Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer is very adorable. Yeah, he is the only like creator who doesn't observe the algorithm as this horrible, like, monstrous thing that he is forced to contend with, but would really rather not. He saw that shit and he went, yeah, sign me the fuck up. I will, in fact, destroy myself for this thing. And that is just such a special kind of miserable. So, yeah, I don't think Mr. Beast is happy. I don't think Mr. Beast knows who he is when he is all alone. Alright, I wonder what will happen, because he normally tells you a story for every dog. I've never seen what happens when I'm,
She only took one dog to begin.
She only took one dog. She's just gonna take them one at a time.
Well, I mean, her vision probably isn't that great, so she can only see the dog directly in front of her.
She sees dogs one at a time.
Gave her the dog.
Sorry, would you mind finding the rest of my dogs for me? Lady, you're not gonna believe this.
She said you're fast.
I think the last dog is like, a shocking scene when you come in, when you enter the room, and like it's, oh no, it's different. I don't know how the game will handle that when you have all three dogs at the ready.
Go with rage.
You got mad rage.
I really should be drawing my side characters more.
You should be drawing your sidekick instead.
My side characters.
No, your sidekick. Now I'm thinking of the Rancid song. You could be the vigilant sidekick. Fighting crime in the streets together.
Come back in a bit. I'll have something to reward you for your efforts.
Videos. Here we go. Yes, animated by some dude with MS Paint 15 years ago. the exact right time to animate in MS Paint.
As God intended.
I will put this in kick-ass music too. And I guess I'll also put it in the Twitch chat. Goggle Bob, you're welcome.
Posting the designs for these characters.
Let's see.
The fourth one, the bottom right one, I redesigned into like the second image. Because I'm like, the design was fine. It was just not what I was going for.
She does have big clown energy.
Alright, time to go get through the sad part of Cave Story.
I don't think this is the sad part per se.
Yeah, it's a sad part.
Oh, a sad. Oh, yeah. Okay, that sad part. All right, sure. I guess that counts. You know, whatever.
I mean, Cave Story is a tragedy, like, in multiple ways.
There are like 4 concurrent tragedies happening at any given moment in Cave Story.
Well, and also the whole thing is just basically war bad.
Yeah. No shit.
Yeah, well, some people need to hear it.
I occasionally still think of like the dumbest possible war bad story I ever read, which by the end of it, or ever saw, I guess, and by the end of it, I was thinking, actually, maybe war good. You have pissed me off that badly. It was Kino's Journey. Of course, it was fucking Kino's Journey. I hate that show. I hate it so goddamn much. I do love that Cave Story observes the storied video game tradition of having like just a random one-off enemy that is stupid strong.
Yeah.
They're not a boss, they're just some guy, but they are here to wreck your shit.
Yeah, but my favorite thing is in this game, which we'll be getting to shortly, is the sort of king of the prison area, like Creature X or whatever, where it's just like
Monster X.
Monster
yeah, that guy
X,
rules.
Yeah. Like it's just.
I fucking love Monster X because like he's never explained. He just sort of is.
Well, my theory that I don't know if it's based on anything is Monster X kind of looks like a cat, and I always wondered if like the idea is that it's one of Granny's random animals from like a while back, because she collects the dogs. So, like, maybe Monster X was, like, a setup to protect that area. Because it is called Monster X.
I mean, it's literally a cat.
Yeah, so maybe it was one of
It is undeniably a cat. That's what it is.
But cats can have many purposes.
I suppose.
Granny just
I don't know. I just sort of like it when video games just say, "Oh yeah, by the way, while everything else was going on, here's this weird thing. We'll never explain it."
Yeah, exactly.
You get no answers.
And Cave Story does explain quite a bit of the game.
Yeah, Cave Story explains a lot of stuff. Monster X gets nothing. You want to know what Monster X is? Fuck you. That'll teach you to ask questions.
So I'm gonna post the drawings I made of me and my friend's cats.
Cool.
We will call them all Monster X.
I like the one in the upper left. It's got the like, it's got that cat's up to something eyes.
That's usually how cats function.
Yeah, but it's like one of those cats where it doesn't even know what it's up to. It's just like, a slave to its mad whims. Ordering its thoughts is a Herculean effort. Doggo Bob, if you did not make it to the save point because you missed that jump again, okay, thank God.
Hey, look, I had to watch you play Yick where you walked around the same puzzle for like a half hour, alright?
How dare you? It was like 10 minutes. Doctor.
Well, don't forget to send me those videos at some point.
Oh, I mean, I have them like saved and like, high quality and everything. I guess I can do that. There's like a chunk in the middle where my internet was just like absolutely killing itself.
I remember.
Yeah, no, you were there. All right, yeah, sure. I'll send them to you, whatever. I'm not sure, like, if I care enough about Yick to play it more on stream, but I definitely will play it at least a little bit more, because, it did not offend me as much as initially anticipated.
I have to draw another one of my characters.
Also, the Doctor's crown now looks like a big present. Tragedy.
Yep.
Don't do what Donnie don't does.
I'm thinking about that time I forced you to play the I Want to Be the Guy port to the new engine, and then just like sat there on stream belittling you as you died at every point, and then eventually just downloaded the game myself and got to where you were, and then got past where you were, and just bragged about how I was past where you were.
I mean, suffice
Because I am
to say,
a good friend who's very helpful.
You have much more experience with I mean, I Want to Be the Guy I beat once.
I never beat it.
What
I never beat it.
Well, okay, you never
it.
beat it, but you played every other part of the game 1,000 times.
Oh yes. The guy is actually quite tough.
Yeah.
It's a very difficult fight.
And not unlike Hell and Cave Story here, or something you have to do it all the way through or you fail.
Yep.
Sorry I killed you, buddy.
Aww.
Obtained the blade. While you were killing rabbits, I studied the blade.
Oh yeah.
I think for a time I used Misery's excited sprite as a forum avatar.
A very good form avatar face.
Like, I don't even think I had discovered that one form yet at that point. It was just a matter of...
Yeah, I don't think I ever saw you use that one.
Yeah. No,
So this must mean ancient web history.
Yes, exactly. The old days.
There never were any good old days. There were just the old days.
Exactly.
That said, I really do appreciate this little part of the game because it's it's one of those like, well, if you fuck up, you don't die. You just fall forever. I appreciate that in a video game. I follow this this Mario Maker player, Pangea Panda, who speaks, I would call it fluent TikTok/Zoomerism. Like he's got the lingo on lock, essentially. So I only understand about half of what he says, but I'm mostly just here to watch someone beat ridiculously hard Mario Maker levels. So but anytime like he reaches a level where the entire point is, well, if you miss a jump, you're just falling forever. He calls it Benefatis.
A what?
Benefatis getting over it.
Oh. These Zoomers and their crazy words.
I don't know what that is.
It's a video game with a really stupid control scheme where the penalty for failing at any point is just you fall back like however far you will fall before you can stop yourself. Meaning that the penalty isn't death so much as just wasting a shitload of time.
It's like jumping that way.
Yeah.
We're getting over it with Bennett Foddy.
Yeah, that's what he calls it, a Benefati. Wow, Gaga Bob, you suck at this.
Damn.
I don't think we're quite at like the level of what was it? Mystical Ninja Goemon
God,
yet.
you always get it wrong. It's with Brave Fencer Musashi.
Whatever. Some weird looking dude with a sword.
But yeah, no, I mean, this is deliberately a game where it doesn't like kill you every time you fall, which is the Musashi thing. You were very distinctly punished in those situations.
Yep.
Quote has
You must
unbreakable
suffer.
legs.
For a moment, I thought you said woke has unbreakable legs.
Oh my god, can we remake Cave Story so the playable character is woke?
Playable character's already woke. You
Oh,
fool. You rube. Can't even break your legs anymore because of woke.
Because of woke.
Oh, the character has pronouns now.
Ah!
Of course you have blue hair and pronouns.
I just love, I mean,
Oh my god.
as a strict English adherent, I just love the idea that people complain about pronouns. It's like the next thing's gonna be just complaining about verbs. Like,
Of course you have verbs.
oh my god, I actually got killed.
Oh, here it comes. Oh, I already know. Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh,
Take
get fucked, Bagabob.
I died in one of the most non-lethal parts of the game.
Get verbed on, Kagabob.
I got verbed. How dare they verb me in this manner? You can't even verb anymore because of woke.
The woke. I'm gonna use verb as a verb. Just out here verbing.
I verb hard. I verb too
Verbed
hard.
too hard. God saw fit to punish me for it.
I do have to say, give or take hell, Cave Story is a very forgiving game when it comes to death.
Oh yeah, for the most part, it's just, it's a nice game, It's not a game that's about being crushingly difficult until you reach hell.
Yeah.
At which point it's hell, because, obviously.
That is very deliberately something that is optional. Like,
well, I mean, if you're okay with all the Migmas dying.
I'm sure they're fine. But it's not necessarily that the Migmas die, it's that somebody else will show up and get a new crown. God damn it.
Eventually, you'll stop failing us. But while we wait for that to happen, I'm going to go refill my glass.
I don't think I've ever taken this long in this room. This is the exact wrong drums. Occasionally getting crushed.
Feel issue.
So, Jeanie, have you been keeping up with the streams in your absence?
Not really.
Ah,
Sorry.
it's okay. I will forgive you. Just didn't know if there were any games like, oh, I missed being around for that.
I mean, there's a couple, but for the most part, yeah, I really haven't really had the time, sadly.
But alright. We're just happy you do get to spend time with us when you do.
Mm. Did you get your shiny Rayquaza, Bob?
I mean, I literally just saw a notification that one of my friends is online, so I assume that's what he's doing, but no, unfortunately I did not.
Oh, I can, like, run you through it real fast. It's pretty easy.
Oh yeah, no, I know the strategy that's out there, it's just I haven't done it yet.
Yeah. You can solo it with a decent Sylveon. Give it a Pixelate hidden ability, Hyper Voice, and was it the Metronome? Not Metronome. The what was it? The thing that if you do the moves over and over again, it gets stronger.
Rollout?
For the no, for an item. If you
Oh,
repeat
I
the same
know what
move,
you're talking about, yes.
yeah, do that and just Hyper Voice until it's dead. Soloing it.
What are you freaks doing the day after Christmas?
We're playing Cave Story.
If I was playing Kate, we're watching him die repeatedly.
I love it. I am trying to fix a slow leak in our shower.
Oh no.
That's all right. I'm just gonna, if the Teflon tape doesn't do the trick, I'm just gonna go out to Home Depot tomorrow, get some pipe dope and seal up the threads. And if that doesn't work, then fuck, I don't know.
Where is the leak going?
Behind the wall.
Okay, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't want the house to rot out from under our feet. So
Yes.
I'm gonna fix that up.
Yeah, no, it's funny that you mentioned this because I found out my mother had a pipe issue some 4 years ago.
Oh Jesus.
And it was leaking, and she got the pipe fixed. But at the time, it was like, okay, now call this handyman to make sure there isn't like damage behind the wall or anything.
Yep.
And now 4 years later, she has gotten around to that, and guess what? It ain't good.
Yeah. I imagine that mold was fairly terrifying.
Yeah, no, I did not personally see it, but I got a report.
Shit.
But yeah, so in a weird way, I am distinctly mad at my mother because I was like, God damn it, I gave you like literally somebody to call. All you had to do was call that.
Man, that's
apparently it
just
wasn't a high priority.
That's just I'm trying to think here how to put it. Avoidance, procrastination, avoidance, stuff like that is all just it's all about stress. It's all about stress management. The idea of having to face that was just too stressful. And then,
Oh damn! I missed AV's big entry. Hi, AV.
hello. Here I am. Rock you like a hurricane.
Damn. I just made myself a sandwich, and it is
Ooh.
good. It is leftover Christmas ham, bread, obviously, and a slice of this habanero cheese I got, which is like it had 4 chili peppers on it on the label.
Nice.
And, it's not lying. It is remarkably spicy.
The chili peppers are here. They hate you, and they want you to die.
Yes. I love them for it. I think
Have
spicy
gold
food.
peppers.
I think spicy food, especially as a white guy, is like just a death urge thing.
Oh yeah. That's the thing is, there's always that joke about how white people don't like spice in their food. It's like, motherfucker, like who do you think is out there buying like Ass Destroyer, the Reckoning hot sauce?
Yeah, you are not making up those names, by the way. They actually exist.
Yeah, no, yeah.
The Reckoning.
Yeah, no, it's us white people, but like we're doing it purely out of like some sort of like misguided sense of self-punishment.
Do as the scorpions have before you. Lovely. Oh, Lordy.
I hope you had a wonderful Christmas, Avy.
It was good. It was good.
I'm glad to hear.
Did the kids get everything they wanted?
What was that?
I said, did the kids get everything they wanted?
Oh, the kids are loving life. My son got a bunch of Beyblades.
Nice.
Fuck yeah.
So it was, just successes up and down the road. The best thing is, every single present that my wife got me was an in joke of some kind. So I was just hooting and hollering
yeah,
the
that's
whole time opening it.
That's great.
Like, damn, that's good. That's good.
I know I posted the Rancid T-shirt my wife got me.
Yeah, that looked great.
I didn't bring this up, but like she gave that to me. We were all at my folks' place for Christmas, and I immediately changed into it. And then afterwards realized, oh, that skeleton is flipping the middle finger, and I am wearing this at Christmas dinner with my mother and father.
And so now, like, all the Christmas photos from this year involve the Rancid shirt.
It's indeed.
Excellent choice, Monsieur.
We love it, folks.
I know who I am. They know who I am.
You don't know better than me.
If your parents don't know who you are at this point, I would be very surprised.
Who is this man? Why does he come over every Christmas?
A stranger in our midst.
We've killed him many times, but he always returns.
I will say this: my mom's reaction to getting System of a Down and not the album that I meant to give her was actually very positive. She was like, "Oh, I remember these guys," and I was like, "All right, I'm rolling with this."
She did the full wah.
That's Disturbed.
That's
Slight
Disturbed,
difference.
isn't it? Oh, you're right. System of a Down did Chop Suey.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Easy mistake to make, though.
Wake up. Why don't you put on a little makeup?
I just do it.
Glad.
My way out of the labyrinth. It's slightly less Christmassy down here in the labyrinth.
Just me and the pea jar.
Not worry about the jar.
Right, I think I've figured out what about this stream bugs me.
Go on.
it was just Christmas yesterday, yes?
Yes.
And I love Christmas. I'm still feeling that whole peace and goodwill towards men, as one does.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Then I look at Gogglebob, and I'm like, maybe we shouldn't feel peace and goodwill towards men. Maybe Gogglebob shouldn't get to enjoy videos game.
This is a bold stance on peace and love.
Videos game.
Maybe Gogglebob should be run over by a large truck. I'm not saying that he should. I'm saying that maybe. Who can say?
I'm just saying that until we've ran Gogglebob over with a large truck, we will not have considered all options.
I'm concerned about the anti-Gogglebob sentiment that is happening here.
This is not anti-Gogglebob sentiment. I'm not saying this should happen. We're just asking the questions.
We're just asking questions.
We've got to ask these questions.
We're just saying, Gogglebob, we're just saying what everyone else is thinking.
That's it.
It's true.
But like one of my the old penny arcade still stands up is one of them asking the other, who baked your Game Boy inside this flaky pastry crust? The world may never know. And of course, he is standing there holding a piping hot pastry enclosed Game Boy.
Go figure.
It is understood that he hates his friend and wants him to suffer.
Yeah. Now, every time I try and think, what are my favorites penny arcade comics? It's always Claw Shrimp. That is such like an easy and obvious answer, but I don't know. There's just something about everybody in the world knowing about Claw Shrimp except Tycho.
That's it. That whole there's a commitment to the bit there, and it pays off.
And that one being one of the longer strips, also 100%. Like they knew what they had there.
Yeah, being double length. Yeah, they were onto something there.
Like,
and the payoff being a man.
Back to this is something they have to handle right the hell now.
Exactly.
The payoff being like a complete stranger entering the room and being like, "Oh my God, does someone let a Claw Shrimp loose in here?"
Delightful. Delightful.
And also just the line, this wound is really deep. Well, I try.
Worthy of you fishing. The whole thing just it delivers over and over again.
No, you could literally write a PhD thesis on comedy based on that strip alone. It just fucking works.
Yep.
It's crazy that they had it in them.
It brings me no pleasure to give them credit, and yet here we are. Here we are.
I will go on record in saying that I feel like Gabe and Tycho can actually be quite funny from time to time.
There you go.
Yeah, I don't know how much they were ever damaged by. I mean, I remember a number of like their earlier like advice to web cartoonists or whatever, and a number of them were just, if you're gonna say you're gonna update on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, always update on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, which is like technically good advice, but I genuinely wonder how much they screw themselves by like they always had to have content. And even if, like, the current content is dog shit, like, we're putting out a comic today.
There was
just the thing, though. That is just the thing, though. If you show up every Monday, Wednesday, Friday with anything,
yeah, eventually you'll get good at it.
Yeah, that's it.
It's
and,
like
and your audience will never betray you. But the minute you start missing that appointment, you're gone. You're done.
Yeah.
You're dog shit.
The example I think of is for somebody who is like, extremely funny and also extremely from that era, Sean Baby. Sean Baby has written so much like hysterically funny shit that like you could start reading Sean Baby and never stop running out of new things to laugh at. But he also wrote plenty of jokes that just did not land. But he always wrote them. The dude was a machine for so many years. And even now, like on 1-900 Hot Dog, he has a new full-length article out every single week because that's just what he does.
Yeah.
Like, the best way to get really good at something is to do it a lot.
That's it. There is no replacement for just showing up.
Yeah.
There was this old comic that was not, in retrospect, not very good, but the guy showed up every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. It was a high school slice of life comic, if you can imagine that. With a nerd.
Wait. I'm just gonna say a name, AV, and like if I'm right, just say nothing. Avalon High.
Ah, there you go. Yeah, and Avalon High fucking ruled over the early internet, because, or at least in the early 2000s, late 90s, early 2000s internet, because it was there. It was there every Monday, Wednesday,
every single time. Yeah.
And you know what? What happened? The guy who did it was like, oh, I should really up the quality, even if it means I update a little more sporadically. And that was it. Audience vanished. And he drove himself insane for like decade plus trying to get that audience back, but it's gone and it's never coming back. And the heartbreaking thing is that the baseline level of quality demanded by the audience that is out there for him to capture is now so high that he doesn't stand a chance anymore.
Yeah, no, you can't. The only way you can put out, like, truly great art every single fucking day is if you work at it like a motherfucker. And even then, your art will not be great every single day. I'll say it, not every single Calvin and Hobbes strip hits.
No.
Some of them are just sort of there.
Yep.
And Watterson himself, like in his 10th anniversary book, where he just commented on like his extremely long career, said, yeah, no, sometimes you just got to get something down on paper. And like in one case, he said, oftentimes I will have like a strip, an idea, and I'll write it down and be like, wow, there is no joke here at all. I had better draw the fuck out of this. It's like sometimes you come up with an idea and it's just nothing, so you just got to go for broke on my illustration because that's all you got.
No, man, some of the old Spaceman spiffs are like incredible comics, but you look at it, it's like, wow, there's really no punchline here. He just drew the shit out of this really wild situation.
Yeah.
And, the environments, like.
Oh man, Spaceman spiff is fucking amazing.
Yeah.
And like, I loved like his like statement on, oh yeah, no, what am I thinking of when I draw Spaceman spiff? I'm just drawing like shit I saw in Utah. Where does Spaceman spiff takes place? It takes place in Utah.
Yeah.
And whenever he had like some kind of deep philosophical thing, that's when he'd just do the wagon, because that was always the easiest thing to draw.
Yeah, like just to draw them on a wagon, and then like just nothing but a long discussion on the myriad. Oh man, the cat's wearing a little sweater. That's adorable.
A scarf, it looks like.
That's beautiful.
All right, but with that, hope everyone had a Merry Christmas. I sure did.
I had a wonderful Christmas, and I'm glad you did as well.
I'm gonna hit it. Bye.
Have a great night, Avi.
Have a good one.
I'm died.
Wait, did you die before you could save?
I did.
Yes.
And then like the dumbest way possible.
Yes. Oh, I'm so happy.
I slipped.
Oh, hi, Robot on Coffee. And Cassandrayln in the chat.
Good day and welcome.
We've probably got another 30 minutes left in us. You can stick around.
Yeah, I'm probably going to at least make my way out of the labyrinth here.
Probably beat the part where it's you and Curly together.
Yes. Yeah, well, that's
okay,
next. I mean, that should be... a given, assuming I can.
That's the fun part. That's like one of the best parts of the game. And it's a very good game. So like to just state, oh yeah, that's the really good part. You know, that's saying some shit.
Yeah, they
Wait,
really...
Robot on Coffee, are you in my Discord? Because if you're not, I should add you. I should give you an invite link because you are one of those people I intrinsically trust. No, I'm serious. It's very important when you are the runner of a Discord to only give the link to people you trust intrinsically.
Yeah, no, it makes perfect sense.
I have learned that lesson repeatedly now.
Yes. Unfortunate, but it happens sometimes.
Oh, you know, this shit is the way it works.
Damn bugs. I got grassland stuck in my head.
I don't think he does. I will amend that immediately.
Coffee points out that he's glad that the original dev for this came out of retirement so he could get paid since he gave this out for free originally.
Back.
Oh yeah. Alright.
Drawing more of my characters and redesigning them a little.
That sounds like fun.
That is good. That guy have a tattoo of a rainbow on his cheek?
They're stickers, and she's a girl.
Ah, apologies. Yeah, they're cool looking. She's cool looking.
Yeah, thank you. I'm like kind of trying to see, like, oh, I should redraw these characters, redesign them, because, like, you know, I posted like all the old designs there. Those were a first draft. I didn't really like them. Well, I mean, like, I got the idea down, but I hadn't been able to refine it at that point.
Art is a series of iterations.
I'm getting like, hey, it's weird because I'm like, oh, I'm getting really good at this. Like, it feels weird to see it to see it like happening. Like,
Yep.
oh, this one is good. Wait, oh, this one is good. This one is good.
Yeah.
Just like all like in a row.
Bob, do you want the secret to doing a ton of damage very quickly?
Go ahead.
The knife on level 2 and not level max.
Really?
Yeah, it's big. It does the knife at level max does like a huge area of effect damage. The big knife though just hits really fucking hard.
Interesting. Well, we'll see what happens this time.
The missile is almost always your best bet for just like sheer damage output, but the knife, you will get hits, and that will knock you down, like away from like, you know, Vengeful Ghost of King. So the knife at that level is actually really good against a lot of bosses because it just hits for huge damage.
Yeah, I remember the knife being useful. I don't remember the exact parameters of it.
Well, but knife's useful just like, you know, in general because it's you know, you're sending an angry ghost to do all your killing for you. But even when it's not an angry ghost, it still hits really hard.
Is the fact that Hulk can summon an angry ghost proof that he's a robot with a soul? Let's say yeah.
Who that? Ah, Cassandrayln.
Yay.
Should have known it was you.
Good day and welcome.
Should you?
Kishi is posting death generators in the chat, and Kishi's gonna force me to return to tradition and just make an enormous thread of death generator bullshit.
How y'all doing? How's the game? Is it better or worse than nah?
It's better than most video games because it's one of the best video games.
Yeah, pretty good, even though Bob's not doing very good.
I still can't believe I beat this damn boss and then killed myself.
That's the best part.
Nope. I'll go back and watch the video later.
There were spikes. I slipped.
Before you could get to the save point.
It was very
I
funny.
fell into a doorknob.
It was extremely funny.
Alright, I'll have to take a look at it later. But I'm on the road currently. I just wanted to check in and say, Merry Christmas and all that crap and enjoy the game.
Why, thank you.
I'm gonna stay logged in and listen to you guys bullshit while I'm driving, but I'm not gonna be responsive.
Don't anybody say anything distracting.
Totally fine.
Watch out for them deer.
Sendon, watch out!
Damn it.
If I wasn't on a very well-lit highway, I'd be a little more concerned.
And there are actual deer.
Well, yes, I'm well aware of that. But I'm not in the middle of the dark woods like I was yesterday. I'm in civilization today.
I'm just imagining Cassandrayln just like sort of like strolling through the hills have eyes.
Just strolling.
Just strolling. Just walking
One does not
around.
walk through the Valley of Death. They move quickly so they can get out of the Valley of Death faster.
I'll have to send you some Google satellite images of the areas where I've been hanging out. I mean, I would definitely call that area appropriate setting. For the horror movie type thing. Anyway.
See what I tell you, Gagavon just did 144 damage.
Yeah, that is definitely helpful. Sorry, Monster X. It was your time. Okay, now I'm going to foolishly try and do again what I did the last time and got myself killed.
Idiot, you moron, you rube. You utter ignoramus. You grotesque fool.
There we go, this tunnel. Yep. Life is good. Now I don't have to worry about doing that again. Because obviously the next part of the game is very important.
There are a lot of good parts of this game because, surprise, it's a very good video game. But I think the next part of the game is one of the most, unironically cool parts.
Agreed. And it's
It's
also
like
a part
very-
that has a very distinct branching bit to it.
Yeah. It's a lot of fun.
At this point, they're downright demanding that you understand how, quote, little floaty jump works.
I don't feel like that's a demanding request. I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say I don't think that's a big ask. I think
mean, at
knowing
this
how
point
the
in the game,
character
it's kinda
jump
not.
works is a small ask,
But
especially in a 2D platformer, where jump is one of the things you do.
jump.
Jump.
Video
Jump.
game?
Video game.
Videos game.
Videos game.
I can't come into work today. I spent all night playing videos game.
All right. Damn it!
Damn it.
I think I'm still like, working on
Did you
drawing all
fuck
my
up?
characters. Bleh.
Don't talk to him.
I'm not talking to you.
You idiot! You moron!
Okay, yeah, you
Gotta
can
get-
out of there.
They gave you a red pixel and everything.
I saw him down there, but I didn't talk to him.
This is probably my favorite Balrog scene in the whole fucking game.
Hey, it's you.
Doggo Bob, I'm sorry, but I will never speak about video games again. Red Skull has reminded me of skateboards, which are cool and awesome.
Oh, hey, remember the Christmas you got a skateboard?
I still have that skateboard, and it's my favorite thing ever.
Good.
I still skate like 3 times a week on average. It's just fun. Yes, I turn 40 next year. No, I don't. Shit.
Hey,
Guess I'll
Laura.
have to update that tweet about support group for guys over 35 who just ate shit on their skateboards.
We're still over 35.
Yeah, no, I am. I'll update it to be more exclusionary.
I love that I went back and saved because I have definitely failed this fight before, and I did it without getting hit.
It's not a hard fight.
It's not a hard fight,
Most
but it's something
Balrog
that you can
fights are
fuck up.
pretty easy.
It's our little secret.
What is the name of that rope surrounding it? I've seen it a ton in manga, and that's about it.
I mean, it's distinct, charms. Warding
Yeah.
charms.
Yeah.
Basically, usually it's this area is forbidden.
Area is not cursed necessarily, but
Well, if you fuck it up, you destroy the entire island, so...
yeah.
You can see how there might be a problem. I mean, I do feel like that's kind of part of the charm of Cave Story is the backstory is half magic, half technology. So it's kind of like doing the thing of oh, this area is forbidden, and you think it's for magic reasons, but it's for this is where we keep our flying island machinery. Spoilers, we're on a flying island.
Oh my god, I can't believe you were playing Sonic 3 all along.
I mean, the best Japanese media all occurs on flying islands.
Oh, it's that one anime that everybody freaking keeps taking inspiration from. Nausicaa.
Yes.
I was going to say Cowboy Bebop.
Also that.
Not enough to inspiration from that.
I mean, yeah, seriously. You want to hear my hot take on Cowboy Bebop? Because it's very spicy. It's incredibly hot. I don't think people want more Cowboy Bebop. I think they want more things that capture Cowboy Bebop's attitude, which is extremely distinctive music, beautiful animation, unusual setting. So I think people want more Samurai Champloo.
Yeah, it's
Or
weird
Dragon.
how much people didn't like Samurai Champloo.
I love that shit.
So
I mean,
loathe
I
to
can
admit
see
you're
it not
noble.
hitting. I can see it not hitting. If you really hate rap or something. If you're one of those guys who say, "Oh, I like all music except rap and country."
Yeah, well, those people need to stop.
Yeah, obviously.
I mean, like, I don't even think they, like, even believe that, because those same people got excited about, like, you know, random, quote-unquote, hip-hop invading, air quotes, like, other music.
Like,
Top 40 is, like, predominantly hip-hop.
Has been for years. And also weirdly a large amount of country.
Yeah.
No. Here's the thing, though. Like if you were to ask me what I wanted out of anime, I would just say, do Cowboy Bebop or Samurai Champloo again, but with different setting and different musical style. Just, you know, once again, just repeat that pattern.
And that different musical style is, of course, ska.
Sure, absolutely. Or, you know, just hardcore punk in general.
No, hardcore punk would be too cool.
I would absolutely watch a show about, like, three people traveling through, like, medieval fantasy setting, scored entirely to Screamo.
Medieval fantasy Screamo.
I would absolutely watch the shit out of that. Like, if it had, like, you know, Bebop's, like, or Champloo's insane animation, and just, like, you know, a dedication to, like, matching the animation to the musicality, fuck yeah, I would watch that.
So you say
Who's there?
Next thing after Samurai Champloo, but have you watched Michiko and Hachin?
Caithness, I don't watch anime. I am exposed to anime against my will periodically, and occasionally watch something based on something I like and hate it. Also, like, does it have an English name that I would recognize? Because I don't know the Japanese names.
It's the name of the characters, so... Like,
yeah, those are just their names.
It's Brazilian.
Yeah, the musical style is Brazilian music, and it's made by the same people as Samurai Champloo, and...
Alright, shit, I'll check it out. Sounds good.
It's what you
I like Brazilian music. Capoeira and shit. God. I think the next anime I will watch on purpose, other than that thing Caithness just said. Caithness, there have been times, like, I've been watching Outer Heaven and a show that you put up came on, and I've just done nothing but sworn blood oaths against you for 40 minutes.
I know.
So, like, you know, you're on thin ice, is what I'm saying here. But, like, I'm pretty sure the next show I'll watch on purpose, I will check out that thing you said. Maybe it will hit the right notes for me. Maybe it won't. But I'm pretty sure the next thing I'll watch on purpose is the next season of Trigun. And I'm pretty sure it'll just make me sad and angry. But maybe it won't. I'm holding out to hope here.
Mm-hmm. There's also something called Carol and Tuesday that's supposedly set in the same setting as Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah, that just means it's set in space, but, like, you know, people still hang out on street corners and shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a bad thing. It's a kick-ass setting, but, like, you know.
But it's not the same kind of show at all.
Yeah, exactly. I think my friend Raider said that they gave the guy who made Cowboy Bebop $1 billion, or like however much money it took to make a show, and then just exchanged worried glances as he showed them Carol and Tuesday. It's like, no, we get it, and it's very, you know, it's moving and stuff, and, like, yeah, but, you know, we didn't think this was what we were paying you for.
Right?
Robot on Coffee brings up Wolf's Rain. Had almost the same team as Bebop, say for the director, when it's Samurai Champloo.
I think the director's very important then.
Yeah, just didn't have
90% of my memories of Wolf's Reign are of the last few episodes where literally everybody fucking dies in the worst way imaginable. And that's just over. Everyone's dead. I don't know if I liked or disliked Wolf's Reign. I think I just saw it.
That's how I felt about Blade Runner.
The movie?
Yeah.
Interesting.
The new one was good.
Yeah, Blade Runner and Blade Runner whatever future.
2047.
Yeah, I
49.
like both those. I don't know. It's just something that's like, I don't know. So I'm an easy mark for Cyberpunk, I think.
I think you just got to shoot it a few times. The malfunctioning glass door.
That's you know, sometimes you have to get down below. All this crazy security.
But yeah, I remember when I went to see Blade Runner in the theaters, and when Dave Bautista showed up, I was like, "Oh, this is gonna be a good movie." He's a good actor. It's gonna be a good movie.
He really does. He really does, try to have pretty high standards, doesn't he?
Yeah. He's definitely one of the better wrestler turned actors.
I would say The Rock is probably the worst, and John Cena is not the best, but he's the one who puts more effort in.
No, Rock will never be the worst actor turned wrestler or wrestler turned actor, as long as Hulk Hogan's still
I'm
alive.
gonna say Hulk Hogan.
Oh yeah, that's true. Hulk Hogan hasn't died yet, but he also hasn't been in anything in ages.
Yeah, Hulk just doesn't have any standards.
I took the tow rope for no particular reason.
Yeah.
There was one Hulk movie that I liked, Mr. Nanny or something like that.
Wouldn't it be funny if a man had to care for children?
Yeah, that was Mr. Mom, or Michael Keaton. Oh wait, you mean a big masculine man?
The biggest man we can find. I like that Curly is initially incapacitated in this fight, but then she gets back up.
He gets up and goes, "Oh, I guess I should help."
Let me get right on there.
Is that one where Hogan ends up in a pink tutu?
I think so?
I
That
think that's
sounds
one
right.
right. Dookie. I don't know. I never.
Trying to tell somebody about it, and they're like, "No, that never happened." So, it's on the video cover, man. You can't tell me it didn't happen.
We got a Mr. Nanny truther here.
Well, no,
In addition to
sometimes
being a
there's-
Mr. Nanny truther, I'm also a deathist propagandist and a flat earther.
but you know how sometimes there's that whole pop culture phenomenon of everybody swearing Sinbad was in a
Yeah, Kazam.
was it Sinbad? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Sinbad.
He's in the
It
Jeanie
wasn't.
movie.
It was Jack.
Oh, right. Whatever. There's one that everybody's like, that existed, and it didn't.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure Sinbad was also in Steel. I feel like we lost something as a society when we stopped giving like just the biggest basketball players you could find starring roles in movies based on nothing other than they're so big.
Based on nothing
Space
other
Jam
than
2.
Welcome to the Space Jam. Find your plan,
like-
eat your man at the Space Jam.
I feel
yeah.
like Uncut Gems was a return to form in that regard because Kevin Garnett is great in that movie, and he's literally just Kevin Garnett.
Yeah, so this part of the game, if you found the tow rope beforehand, you can take Curly with you. If not, it's just the saddest thing in the world when it's like, well,
Top 10 saddest anime deaths.
she gave up. Yep. The door closes behind you and there's no way to get Curly back. But luckily, I saved Curly. Because I'm a good boy.
There are like actually like 4 or 5 different ways you can fail in this like the upcoming sequence.
Yeah, it 100% gives me anxiety too.
Yeah, because you got to remember all of them and do it all right.
Like I gotta get in that one door and I gotta like read the book and like empty her of water or whatever.
You got to drain all the water out of her before it corrodes her like mechanical parts because she is a robot much like you.
And then you have the choice of like leaving her or taking her with you additionally.
Yeah,
And
and
you have
like
to
my
take her,
logic.
right?
My logic was on like one of my playthroughs. Well, obviously I should leave her because I'm just going right back into the nightmare.
Yeah, she needs to
it would be a
recover, of
bad
course.
idea. So I should let her recover. No, you have to take her with you.
Yeah, that is the wrong choice, just to be clear.
Leaving her's the wrong choice.
Leaving her is the wrong choice.
Okay, just want to make sure.
Just in case you're playing along at home.
For all the kids playing along.
The only time I ever played this game was on a GP2X handheld.
That's a
Wait.
very weird set of circumstances.
I tried playing it on the Wii.
It's one of the better WiiWare games, I would say.
And that was also like if memory serves, that was kind of a meme of when's Cave Story coming out.
Yeah.
They took their time with it, which was smart, objectively the correct move.
Was that before Nicholas was bad?
No, we just didn't know Nicholas was bad, but
Yeah, that's kind of the thing.
let's not kid ourselves. Nicholas was always bad.
Mm-hmm.
We always think, oh, back when things were good. No, they weren't good. We were just dumb.
Mm.
Well, you're just unaware. Like there was at that point they hadn't, let's say, shown their hand. They were just
Yeah.
like, oh, we'll distribute this game that everybody wants to play.
Yeah, and I was like when I found out Cave Story was like coming to Wii, my immediate reaction was, oh fuck yes, I love that game. Now I get to pay him for it.
Yeah.
Oops.
Now, with the benefit of hindsight, I go, oh, that was a stupid thing to think that I was paying Pixel, but it's not an unreasonable thing to think, like from a
Right.
distance, right? At the time, it
You
made
would
sense.
think that.
I think you have to put her in the bed first.
being autistic over character design in general.
The video for Contact, that was a really weird statement.
What?
Having to put her in the bed.
It's something that happens.
Look, sometimes you have to, like, you know, take the hot girl that you've been like that you've like chained to your back because you are going through the Whitewater Rapids in the bed.
And repeatedly saved her, apparently, or left her behind, or whatever.
Yes,
I paid
all those
attention.
things.
And stole her panties.
Oh no, that was optional. We just
But we definitely did
we just
that.
did that.
Wow. And what did you do with them?
I
We
mean,
just-
it's
Or do I
not
not wanna
wearing
know?
them at the time.
We just have them. Like, no. We simply have them.
Not weird or anything.
Oh, it's very weird.
Okay, we emptied
No.
her. We read the notebook. We're taking her with her. We should be fine now.
You'll be fine. You've done all the correct steps.
We've drained her of liquid.
Bro.
We've
Yeah,
stolen her
because that's
panties.
better.
You didn't have to say it like that.
No, he did.
You really did.
Focus on driving.
I am. I'll be home in 5 minutes. Fine.
Something's
It's late
coming.
on It's late on a weeknight. There's nobody on the road. It's glorious.
They're coming.
Yeah, which incidentally, this is the boss that if you beat it without getting hit, you get a special item.
Yeah, that ship fucking sailed.
Yeah, oh yeah, I totally already lost, but back in the day, it was something I was into. And this is, I mean, we just talked about that it was a really fun part of the game a moment ago, but coming up is also one of my favorite parts because it's like you kind of get to do a run around of getting all the random crap in the game. Like, you know, upgraded weapons and what have you. There we go. Well, we lost Curly, but I'm sure she'll be fine.
Throw it away.
Again,
Oh, you're back here.
I still get relative anxiety from it.
Same.
Hey, guess what? It's Booster! That guy who we saw fell into a hole, but I didn't talk to him. I always forget you have to actually equip the booster. Mamita Village. I'm boosting. Nothing can stop me now. Are there any, like, good interviews with Pixel out there? I mean, I feel like there would almost have to be.
It's maybe something to ask Kishi. They probably know better.
That would make sense. But, I mean, I would love to see an annotated cave story, so to speak.
Or you getting this the kick-ass weapon?
Yes.
The best weapon. Well, Nemesis is pretty sick.
Humph.
Oh wait, I wanted to, if I could interrupt Goggle Bob's play session here.
Time for Dragon Quest. Polar Star is now the Spur.
That's such a great name for a gun. You never have to gather Doritos for this gun again.
Yes. Jeanie's cutting out for playing video games.
We're all playing video games.
I mean, it's the day after Christmas. We all got our hauls.
But yeah, my folks actually gave me a Mario and Luigi brothership for Christmas.
Oh,
That's cool.
Yeah.
I suppose you haven't played it yet.
I have
I
not.
just got some cash for my mom, mostly. Some chocolates, a t-shirt, that kind
What
of
was
warm
the
shirt.
t-shirt?
Just a plain shirt.
Oh, okay. So your mom got like, I have the best kid in the world shirt.
My wife gave my mom a coffee cup earlier this year for her birthday, right? And it says, "I don't have a favorite child, but if I did, it would be my daughter-in-law."
Cute.
And like, normally that would be like, haha, joke. No, I think my mom literally loves my wife more than she loves any of her kids. But you've met Sequoia. You know how easy she is to love. Everybody loves her.
She's very lovable, and you and the siblings do have your various problems.
Yes, I'm pretty sure you'd probably agree with your mom on that one.
I agree. No, my wife's the best person in the world. Sorry, every other person in the world.
Your mom's a total wife guy.
Not sure if that's the correct term, but I'm having trouble coming up with a counter argument.
Daughter-in-law guy.
Sure, whatever. That too.
Alrighty. We got our booster, we got our charge beam.
Okay, attack.
Life is good.
Abilities, Harvest Moon.
So you know,
Attack the slimes. Kill the slimes. Please kill the slimes. It's going to kill one of them. They're worth so much XP.
Getting goofy.
You're always goofy.
God, the Gadabout's not going to do shit, is she? No, somehow she managed to attack this. Liquid metal slimes are immune to like all magic though, so it's like pointless. Ah, it ran away. Motherfucker. 14,000 XP just gone.
Yeah, the metal slimes are a harshness.
And they say video games can't accurately convey tragedy.
I guess I'm in the process of redesigning my characters.
Oh yeah, this is one of my favorite parts of the game when you return to this area and it's just ruined. Just absolutely
and so
destroyed.
Did the doctor go nuts, or is it just that when you fucked up the core, you fucked up the island?
I think the eggs hatched, but they all obviously hatched wrong. So you know, all of these like baby dragons with all like the horrifying power that implies just started basically waddling around and blasting everything in sight, and then just died, and it's awful. Like, you know, everything about this just hurts to think about, as it should.
Yeah, I mean the dragons literally have blood coming out of their eyes. It appears.
Yeah, they're not surviving. They're doing very poorly. Okay. Harvest Moon. Kaboom, kaboom.
Alright, I'm home safe. Hope y'all have a good night.
Have a good night.
Good night.
Hey, yeah.
Yeah, what time is it?
It is 11:30 almost.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
I guess I'll finish up this area and call it a night.
That sounds about right.
Okay.
I guess I'll stick around until you do that.
Yep.
That seems reasonable. So do you have any... Oh, damn it, pillar. Missed that. So do we have any preferences on what we're doing next week?
Tuesday?
I mean, is Fanboy gonna be back yet? I don't think he will.
I believe that... Because next week we're doing Monday.
All right.
I believe he will not be back, or at least he's not guaranteed to be back. So I was figuring that would be the last stream of the year would be a one-off.
Oh, that's right. We're doing Monday. I forgot. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I guess I'm into I guess I'm into whatever. I'm extremely chill. So whatever you guys want to do is fine. I could do I could make Mondays the unofficial Yick days. Get far enough into that to consider it like a thing that we attempted. So if that's what you want to do, I'm down for that.
Yick attempt. I don't really
Sure.
have anything particularly in mind for Monday.
And liquid metal slimes. Figures they would show up when I'm fighting living statues.
I mean, it's not like there's
Alrighty.
any given game we can play that like perfectly summarizes 2024.
Is there? I mean,
No,
like.
I was not being sarcastic. I just cannot think of anything.
I mean, neither can I, to be perfectly honest.
I mean, Stellar Blade was such a gigantic event for all gamers that we should probably play that.
We could do something.
I am interested enough in that game to check it out, but
I agree, but it is definitely something that I feel like there was commentary on it when it came out, and then it just disappeared forever.
I mean, it struck me as a game that's not that good, and that's fine. It's okay for games to be perfectly adequate, I guess.
Yeah, it's not something I'd pay full price for.
Yeah, I will get it when it's on the Steam store for $12, basically. And given that it's supposedly a Sony exclusive, I don't actually know if that'll ever happen.
It probably will.
It probably will. It seems likely, but I'm mostly aware of it because it was a big I'm mostly aware of it because of stupid jackasses doing the finally we can jerk off to video games again crowd. And I'm just man, that's just a lack of imagination.
That was more or less why I knew it happened, and then like I said, it felt like the minute it was released, there was a controversy for 5 seconds about underwear length, and then nothing ever again. I can't even remember the exact
I feel
parameters of what was the problem.
I feel like if you want your game to be sexy, just that's fine. I just don't care enough. Sure, your game can be sexy, whatever. Doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah, it's just
Well,
like just such a nothing game that
Yeah.
was that.
Apparently, like, it was decently fun to play, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, you
Well,
know, they put the effort in. It's fine.
They're doing it. I'm trying to. They did do a crossover with Nier Automata.
Yes, I had heard
so.
that.
Every game did a crossover with Nier. I am struggling to think of games that didn't do a crossover with Nier.
I mean, that is the grand joke because, like,
I'm reasonably certain Sonic the Hedgehog is crossed over with Nier at this point.
spoilers for Nier, like 7 years later now, but like the main character of Nier doesn't even survive her own game.
Well, she lives on in every other game in the world.
That's the grand joke.
Well, the other joke is because Yoko Taro's like, yeah, I'll be in your game. Pay me.
Yeah, pretty much.
You pay me. You know what? I can respect that hustle. Like, you know, sure, give that fucking money.
God, these giant stalactites are just instantly killing me every time I get near one.
Don't get near them.
I mean,
They're
I understand.
They're literally one tile big. How do you keep fucking up like this?
I mean, I don't even remember ever playing the game and having problems with them, but seems to be the theme of the night.
Literally, all you have to do is move one tile to the left or right. Either direction.
Like Monster X, I remember having problems with, like, when playing the game elsewhere and whatever, but, you know, those things now are apparently a problem for me. Never expected such. I wonder what happened to the white fuzzy thing.
Nothing good.
I get smushed.
He got hit by one of those giant things.
Let's see, spells, kazap, attack, spells, kaboom, spells, kaboom. It turns out there is an instant win button and it's kaboom. If you can survive 2 rounds of kaboom and kazap, you deserve to live and you deserve to beat my ass. You gonna since we're about to close it out for the night, you gonna take the coward ending?
Oh yeah, I could do that. Let's do that. Yeah, I just saved. Yes. You did your best. Yeah, I just saved. Yeah, we beat Cave Story in one night.
Yay! Good job! Any percent world record!
Yay!
You're probably like 45 minutes behind it, if even that. Probably like 2 hours behind it.
Kazuma safely escaped from the island.
So you and Kazuma just left.
We're just going to ignore the rest.
Shirk your responsibilities.
It doesn't really matter. So you're just like an immortal robot living with a dude in a end of the world scenario. Well, thanks for playing.
I don't think you're necessarily immortal so much as just, you know, you'll be around for a while, but not forever. And
well, thanks for watching Cave Story.
Cave Story 2.
Maybe
Cave
we'll pick up
harder.
the save again some other time. And see the true end. But in the meanwhile, everybody have a good night.
It's a very good video game.
Cave
Alright,
Story.
I am gonna go to bed, so good night.
Good night, everybody.